Perk, this morning I needed to channel my inner Kenxton and really come into the day strong. So let's just play that video one more time because I just need it on a repeat. Because I don't think we watched it with you. Your son was 7 here. He's now 9. It's the walk-off that really does it for me. The mean mugging and the arms out.
Oh, my Lord.
This kid looks like he's about to stomp through Tokyo.
Unbelievable.
Godzilla right there.
What sport? Is he still playing hoops? Or he playing football?
Yeah, he's still playing. He's playing both. He still plays both. So he's playing AAU basketball right now, but he played football. He played nose guard. But look, I told him he got to get about 10 or 15 pounds off of him to play basketball. So I'm thinking about putting him on that keto diet at an early age. I don't want him looking like me.
Well,
now.
what does he want to play most? What does he like? What does he like most, Kendrick? Does he like basketball or football most? He looked like he liked football, even though he playing basketball.
No, he actually liked basketball, and to be honest, he got way more skills than I ever had. To be honest, you got to see him out there on the court.
Well,
Stephen
listen,
A.
I would say
He's
this.
shooting that broke.
Kendrick, I saw his handle. I saw his handle and driving to the basket. I mean, he's got a nice handle for a big boy. Because you certainly didn't. You didn't have a handle, Kendrick. You didn't have the ball handling skills.
Here we go. Throwing shade.
You can't put that boy on a diet. He's hungry. Look at him. He likes to eat.
Oh,
That's just the way it is.
I'm just saying.
You can't put your 9-year-old on keto. That's not right. Let the kid eat a carb.
Appetite.
Gotta live.
That brother, boy, he gonna beat up some people. I'm just telling you right now. Listen, he'd be an enforcer for me. I'm telling you right now. The Knicks could use him now.
Stephen A. wants
the Knicks could use him now.
Watch out, Juvie. Stephen A. wants it for security. All right, Perk, let's be serious here, though, because I'm a little bit confused. The big three, I don't know what the deal is. First time they all play together, they get beat by the Cavs. What's your biggest worry with them?
Well, it's the defensive side of it, Molly. Look, offensively, they're going to score buckets, right? But look, on the offensive end, let me address this first. Steve Nash is going to have to emphasize the word sacrifice. Kyrie Irving, who had been out his first game back, he comes out and takes 28 shots. Now, he was balling. I get that. But if you're on a championship contender, and I heard an interview from Kevin Durant saying, yeah, James and I, back in the day, we were young boys, but we're grown men. Well, since y'all grown men, y'all have to address what's going on, because if I'm Joe Harris, a guy that they paid $72 million to get buckets and to shoot the ball, I don't want to be just standing in the corner not being able to get touches. You're going to need those guys in the long haul, especially in the postseason, to make shots. Role players help you win games in the playoffs. Defensively, they couldn't guard Stephen A., Max, Molly, and myself on the court right now. I mean, they're just giving up whatever. The Cavs shot 50% from the field and 50% from the three. And I said this when they lost Jared Allen. That was a huge blow. No knock on DeAndre Jordan, but he's just not there right now. It was so bad that they moved KD to the 5 last night, and I just didn't like it. They have to find a defensive identity, because right now, people are looking at them and licking their chops knowing that, hey, I could go drop 42 points, or should I say, give them 4,200 buns.
Kendrick, just like I said to Max, I'm not disagreeing about the defense. What I'm saying that it's clear they have to fix that. But the reason I bring up their offense, even though I know they're going to score buckets, it's got to be a problem if Kyrie Irving, even though he was flat out balling. First of all, when you taking difficult shots late and the ball is not in Kevin Durant's hands, and number two, you take 24 shots to James Harden's 14. I don't think that's something that could happen. Everybody know you got to come together defensively. You can't just let people score 120, 130, or 40 on you. But offensively, how in God's name do you shoot twice as many times as James Harden?
Well, I think that's on Steve Nash, Stephen A., because I said this yesterday to Dominique on First Take. I said, listen, if I'm Steve Nash, I'm using Kyrie like a 6-man. And that doesn't mean I'm not starting him, but that means that I'm going to play him probably the first 6 minutes of the first quarter, and then I'm going to bring him in the start of the second to help the bench out and let Kyrie rock out. If you look at their bench production last night, they had 10 points from the bench. 10 points. So what I'm saying is James Harden is doing a great job of facilitating. So you take Kyrie out early, and now you allow guys like Joe Harris, you allow guys like DeAndre Jordan and Jeff Green to get shots at the basket and let Kyrie come in off the bench and just say, here, Kyrie, go off, do what you do best, and that's score the damn basketball.
Perk, you and I see it exactly alike, with one exception. Kyrie can't continue to do what he did, but I don't mind a dude just getting back, not getting in his own head. Oh, I got to defer. I can't take shots. Kyrie just went out, did his thing. If that continues, if he's shooting 28 times, that's a problem. I didn't mind it first game back. But I want to get to what you said about defensive identity. They need to get defensive rebounds. Like, they need to be able to get some defensive rebounds. And without Jared Allen on the team, where's that going to come from? Do you think it's defensive identity, like they can solve it with who they have on their roster? Or do you think they need to add a piece to do that kind of dirty work?
No, I actually think they need to add a few pieces. And like I said, there's no knock on DeAndre Jordan because I still believe that he's a backup center in the league. But another thing that I saw last night, Max, was that the defensive scheme. Like, I don't know why they had DeAndre Jordan in a drop coverage. Like, looking at them defensively in the pick and roll, he was in a drop, and I saw so many times that the Cavs were running pick and rolls, and Collin Sexton was coming off and doing 1-2 pull-ups, and DeAndre Jordan was just dropping back. And then sometimes he didn't know if he was switching or not, so they all have to get on the same page. But at the end of the day, Steve Nash going to have to hold KD accountable. He's going to have to hold Kyrie accountable. And he's going to have to hold James Harden accountable on the defensive end. Because guess what? All the big threes, people could say what they want about Steph and Clay, but I tell you what, that Golden State Warrior team, when they was going to the finals and winning those championships, everybody was praising their offense, but guess what they were ranked? They were always ranked top 3 defensively.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.